Hello crafters! I keep on publishing holiday tutorials. The project number 20 is an advent calendar pocket letter. Even if you are not into pocket letters but would like to make an advent calendar that can be mailed in an envelope, this video is for you. First of all, I have trimmed a piece of chipboard to 2.5 by 3.5 inches to fit into the pocket of a plastic 9-pocket page. And I have traced a line that divides this panel right in half. Now I'm going to trace another line about 1/8 of an inch below the midline. I'll use another color for it. So now I'm inserting my chipboard template into the pocket and I'm going to cut along this red line. The heavyweight chipboard will prevent the backside of a pocket page from being cut. I will repeat this process for the 3 pockets on the left and 3 pockets on the right side. Next, I'm going to use my fuse tool to fuse the line right above the cut line. That is actually the midline of the pocket. This way we now have 2 pockets instead of 1. And you have to repeat this process for all 6 pockets. I have also added the vertical midline to my template. I'm going to position it below the pocket and mark the middle. I'm using a water-based marker to easily erase the marks later on. Then I will fuse all the vertical lines for all 6 pockets. So now we have 24 small pockets and 3 large ones. I am now making the panels for the small pockets using my paper trimmer and some patterned paper. The measurements are in the screen. I will also round the corners. Then I'm adding some shading with iced spruce distress ink. I have used the advent calendar die set to cut the numbers as well as the matching backgrounds, and then I'm sticking the outlines on top of backgrounds with glossy accents. Next, I'm going to hang this ornament on a small pine branch. If you are interested what supplies I'm using, they are all listed in the description for this video as well as on my blog. I am now sticking the pine with an ornament onto a panel like this. To add some sparkle to the branch, I will use glossy accents and some white dry glitter. And I will also attach some silver star sequins around the ornaments. Then I just have to slip all the panels into the pockets. I have used a die from the pinpoint rectangle set to cut out 3 remaining panels, and now I am darkening the edges with iced spruce. I'm using Tim Holtz stencil called Speckles and some white texture paste to create dimensional snow texture on all 3 panels. I will also use Snowtex paste to make some snowbanks. This paste can add a lot of dimension and create a realistic snow look. When the paste is dry, I am slipping the panels into the pockets. To create my focal element, I am covering the whole surface of a white sheet of cardstock with double-sided tape. Then I'm sticking a sheet of craft foam to it. This die is called Stitched and Layered Christmas Tree. It's by Cat Scrappiness. I'm taping it to my cardstock with foam at the back, and then I will run it through the die cutting machine. The smaller piece is a tree trunk. You can see that it has cut through beautifully, and now all the pieces are dimensional. I have die cut the tree 3 times. Here you can see how this die is supposed to be assembled, but I'm going to use these 3 trees to create one huge, tall, festive Christmas tree. Before I assemble the tree, I'm going to attach this shining star die cut to the top panel. Here I have the last number plate, 25, and I will use it as a tree topper. After I have stuck it to the tree top, I'm going to align it with a shining star on a panel. It's important to apply the hot glue only to the very top of the die cut to be able to add the next piece. And this is how I am assembling the tree. I'm using up several elements of the same size. Sometimes I'm using just 2 and sometimes all 3 elements, depending on how tall I want my tree. I keep applying the hot glue to the top of the die cut and tucking it behind the existing one. I am adding one tree trunk at the end. I've die cut the sentiment, silver embossed it, and now I'm sticking it on top of the tree with the hot glue. I'm silver embossing the rest of the sentiment on a strip of vellum. Then I'm creating a scroll banner by curling both ends of the vellum strip around the toothpick. I'm applying the glue right behind the scrolls and sticking the banner below the die cut word. These tiny images come with the tree, they are the decorations. I've die cut them out of silver mirror cardstock. Now I'm going to apply the glue to this jingle bell and attach the tiny silver bow on top of it. Then I can stick it right onto the Christmas tree. And then I will make 4 more bells. This whole thing is now jingling. I will also attach the 5 candy canes from the set. To finish off the tree, I will add some silver star sequins, the same I have already used for the small panels. I also like to add a couple of tags to my pocket letters, and this time it's going to be a round tag. I'm attaching the snowflake circle frame to the matching background, sticking a ribbon between them. This die-cut bow will go on top of the tag. I have used this larger pine branch to create a scene similar to the one in the small panels. All it's left to do now is to tie the ribbons to the page and trim off the tails. And my pocket letter is finished. Here is the Day 20 tutorial of the last year series, and also one more project that features the layered Christmas tree die. Thanks for watching and happy holidays!